Come with me on this seafood journey where I am going to try the king crab legs that I've been told are the best at this spot. This is one of my favorite spots for shellfish. We have everything from char-grilled lobster to crawfish with all different types of flavor. We have shrimp, jumbo shrimp at that. But the main reason I'm here today is to try out the snow crab as well as the jumbo Alaskan King Crab. Take a look at this. This is over 2 pounds and this is huge. This is heavy as well. So I'm going to dig in and you'll get to see just how this tastes. Now my options for eating king crab when it comes to a sauce, I prefer the old school way with just a nice drawn butter. That is the way that I prefer my king crab. I would love to hear how you prefer to eat any type of crab, whether it's snow crab or king crab or even lobster. I like it the old school way. But because they have all these new seasonings, look at this. This is so meaty. I mean, look at the meat that I am going to pull out of here. That, oh my God, that's crazy. That's in the texture, and it's the texture, and you see I'm dipping it in the butter, and that's garlic butter. OMG, it's so sweet and just succulent. So, thumbs up. Off the bat, thumbs up. I also have my crawfish. Notice I'm sucking the head of the crawfish. If you watch another video that I made, I talked about people who suck crawfish heads. I've been told that the most flavor is in the crawfish heads. Now, I'd never done that before, so this is my first time, and I have to say they are right. The majority of the flavor, it is so juicy. It is so tasty. And one thing that I like about this particular joint, and there are a lot of restaurants like this, and I highly advise you do this. I consider myself a seafood connoisseur. I grew up, my father was a fisherman, spent a lot of time on the water, had all fresh seafood, all fresh oysters, all fresh shrimp, and my father would grill them and smoke them. So I'm pretty astute when it comes to if the food is fresh, what is good, and the different flavors and the different sauces. So now I'm going in for the jumbo shrimp. The jumbo shrimp, you can order it, and this is at any spot that has a really good variety to order from. So you ask for your jumbo shrimp to not be cooked in the sauce, and ask for the sauces on the side. Because one thing about shrimp, it has a natural tendency to be salty. And if you allow it to be cooked in the sauce, oh, they're the oysters. Those are the grilled oysters. I love the grilled oysters. Those are grilled with Parmesan cheese on top and some garlic butter. And then I sprinkle some lemon juice, and I put hot sauce, not hot sauce, what is it? I'm drawing a blank now. But the really hot sauce. And it is so tasty. It'll make a nice juice that goes with it. It is served with garlic bread. I grew up eating this. My dad used to make these fresh on the smoker. So I tell you, if I tell you a grilled oyster is really good, it is really good. The hot sauce I was trying to think of is Tabasco. So you see, I have some Tabasco. It has some fresh parsley. It has some lemons, and I'm dipping it in the garlic butter. And you see the garlic butter right there. That's what I prefer for all of my seafood. I prefer to have just the butter. And that is such a good taste. You really don't need much else. If you notice, when I'm having my seafood feast, I don't really have potatoes. I don't really have corn. I may have it on my plate, but I enjoy all the different types of shellfish. And there was a time that I would only eat certain things, but now I'm very open. I have another video coming up where I'm going to be doing clams and mussels, but right today, this is the crawfish, this is the grilled oysters, this is the jumbo shrimp, and the star of the show is the Alaskan King Crab. Now, when it comes to the sauces, what I was saying is, if you're not in a high-end restaurant and you're in a restaurant that like specializes in the different shellfishes, then they're going to offer you sauces such as Cajun, dry rub, a citrus heat, meaning a sauce that's mixed with like an orange juice and some citrusy flavors, a garlic butter. There is going to be a whole host of different sauces. Now, one thing, let me say, you see I'm kind of struggling with this. I didn't like the fact that for this crab leg, it didn't crack the way that I wanted it to crack. So you see I'm cutting it to get a really, really good piece out. And the reason it didn't crack is because, again, it was cooked in a sauce and it was boiled in a sauce. And that has a tendency to make the shell a little bit harder. So I prefer not that. But look at this. Look at this piece of meat. This is so chunky. This is almost like a piece of steak. Look at it come out of the shell. I mean, this is what it's all about, guys. This is what it is all about. If you're a real seafood lover, if you really know, look at that piece of meat. Look at that piece of meat. I mean, that is just so, oh my God. Now look at this dip right here. Oh my God. That is called citrus heat. Now that is a house sauce. And like I said, most places are going to have that. I recommend you do not get your shellfish cooked in a sauce, especially crabs and like crab legs, like snow crab and Alaskan crab. Now you see a milder version. It's just dipped in the garlic butter. So then it depends on what you like. But I will tell you that when you get it with cooked in the sauce, it can make it more salty. Now, my only drawback for this particular meal was that the Alaskan King Crab was on the salty side because they cooked it in the Cajun sauce. Subscribe. Talk to you soon.